Hello everyone, this is Shadowdragon from the DCUO community, and it's been a while since I did a channel update. There's actually a whole bunch to cover, so I'm not going to be able to touch on everything. But this one is going to be pretty general, and it's mostly going to be about YouTube in general, rather than the content of this channel, because recently or at least the smaller channels, probably got a message from YouTube. I think all of the smaller channels got a message from YouTube recently, within the past few days. I got mine yesterday, and I'm going to read some of the important notes there. So they're changing the way channels can be monetized now, because the old requirement was like, it was pretty lenient. Like, I think almost everyone was able to monetize. I don't remember what the old requirement was, but it was something really low, because I only have 479 subscribers and I was able to do it. I'm thinking it was like 200 or 300, and I don't know what the hours of watch time was, but in the update, they're calling for 4,000 hours of watch time, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
My pension won't cover this.
And that's within a 12-month period. So that's going to affect a lot of people, and to me, I think it's principally wrong for them to do this, because basically you have something with a set number of specs, like certain specs, and then all of a sudden you're changing it, and things like people were making money off this, and it's being taken away from them. I mean, naturally it's their product, so they're going to make the rules. But I just feel like a change like that is just wrong as far as principles. It doesn't really affect my channel in any way, because as I've brought up before, and I'll link to the video where I was like comparing like how much channels make and whether or not it can impact real life. So if you refer back to that, and you kind of do the numbers in your head, number of subscribers, comparing a small channel, a large channel. If you're looking at a channel that's less than 1,000 subscribers anyway, it's not enough money to really impact anything. Like, it's going to come out to a couple of hundred, but if you spread that out over a year and you factor in the effort, like for cutting all the videos and stuff, it's a huge loss still. Like, you're still working YouTube at a loss. So like when you look at it in that way, it doesn't really matter. Like, I was never in it for the money anyway.
You're going down.
Just doing the videos for fun, especially Pokemon Go. Like, when I do those are pretty much a negative to the channel. Like, if you factor in that in place of doing that, if that were a DCUO video, like the views would be 10 to 100 times higher if I just ceased Pokemon Go videos, because it's relatively new. Like, it's a new addition to the channel, so that's why it doesn't get that many views. But technically those take more time than these DCO videos, because these are pretty much unedited, whereas the Pokemon Go ones are heavily edited. So yeah, it's always been for fun anyway, so that most recent change from YouTube doesn't really impact me. It's not going to impact any of the content or like the releases of this channel. But building up to that, though, YouTube has been making a bunch of changes. Probably mostly behind the scenes, but if you're a channel owner, you will have noticed that a lot of your videos got flagged over the past few months. I would say it's maybe 2 or 3 months ago that it started, and they were pretty much flagging every video. Like all of mine were getting hit, anything I uploaded. And at first I thought it was me, but then I saw that other YouTube channels were also mentioning it. Varnation mentioned it on one of his streams. And then you have a channel as huge as Trainer Tips for Pokemon Go, and all of his videos were getting flagged. And he's the largest Pokemon Go channel around. And all of his videos are clean. Mine are pretty much clean. The only ones that have like swear words in them are like some of the Pokemon Go raids, like because it's just like, you know, hundreds of people in the background, and of course the frustrating catch rate often leads to swearing in those raids. But again, that's just background noise. I didn't think anything of it, but I kind of thought it may have been that when my videos got flagged, but it was just something that was hitting everyone. Maybe it was the video game genre that got hit the most. But I don't think it was YouTube's goal to like blacklist or mark any of those videos. I think what they were doing was gauging channel admin activity. Because this went on for about 1 to 2 months, then it slowed down and it died. Because when this first started, every single one of my videos was being flagged. Then it was like every other video, and now it's just leveled off. None of my recent ones were flagged at all, so it just went back to normal. So that's why I think they were just kind of testing admin activity, because it's also been in the news that they plan to really clean up their user base, and get rid of garbage or inactive channels. So I think they just wanted to see if people were working to maintain the channels. So basically flag everything. If people rebutted the flagging, they obviously had to spend a lot of manpower to handle the requests, because I basically had to request manual review for every video, and the auto response back from that was that it would take like whatever a certain amount of time, and it was something like really long, and they would only look at like videos with X number of views. However, like all of my videos didn't make those requirements. They were all like pretty low view, except maybe a handful. But the thing is, so someone was definitely manually going through this. So they were paying people to look at these videos, because like my videos were looked at despite the low views, and they were looked at before the time mentioned too. Like a Google staff would get to it within like 1 or 2 days, and it would be cleared for all advertisers. So I think they were just kind of brute force checking things, and I'm sure they hired a lot of people to do it. And then once a channel has been deemed like active as far as admin, they probably just cleared it. So it was a pretty long evaluation process. And there was also a video by Derral who is a YouTube consultant that I'm subscribed to, and I've been following his advice on building my channel. And he gave a lot of advice as a reaction to that. So all of that is going to result in changes to this channel. Most of it will be transparent, but it's about crafting content still. So I will have to pay attention more to comments and making changes to videos so that the admin activity is up. Because if I just leave everything and just set it to forget it, it might get flagged in the future again. Because they want to keep it clean. Like if a channel is dead, they're going to want to remove it. Because it's taking up file space, and it's also leading to like misdirected traffic. Because if you have a dead channel, it's still going to be in the search engine, and then someone's going to get to it, and users never look at the date. Like it's something I've noticed. Like you have users like commenting on something that's already been resolved, and they never look at the date of the video. So that's going to happen a lot with dead channels. And that's just not good for traffic in general. Like the internet tries to weed that out, but with videos, you have to take more of a manual approach, because video content is harder to index, because it's not just text on a page that you can crawl through. So someone actually has to watch the video. There's no bot that can do that. That I know of. Although if anyone had that, Google would. But that's what I feel they're doing. And according to Derral Eves, what we want to do is clean up the comments. That's one of the major things we could do, because comments are part of the content of the video page. And also, like, moderating comments results in a lot of admin activity. So yeah, something I'm going to be more aggressive about is going through all the comments. In an initial pass, I'm going to have to go through everything from the beginning of time, which fortunately is not too bad because this is a small channel. But anything that's unrelated to the video itself, I'm going to be removing. Anything trolly is going to be removing, and if it's a repeat offender, I'm just going to block the user. And you should be doing the same with your YouTube channels. Because when you get rid of those garbage comments and you're left with the good ones, it just makes the entire video page relevant to each other. Like the content will support the video. Well, that's probably not indexed, but it just kind of looks good. That's how we craft web pages. So we should do the same with video pages. And then, of course, all of that is just going to result in a lot of admin activity that they're probably checking out behind the scenes. So, I mean, you probably don't have to do that often. But, just every once in a while, maybe every week, go in there, do some admin, build your playlists. Just make that one of your tasks on your channel, and I think you'll probably be okay. Oh, so one of the other things I wanted to touch on before I sign off with this YouTube update is the one thing that does kind of bother me about their new requirements is actually the subscriber count, because this channel is built on like an organic subscriber base. I didn't go out there and advertise. I didn't like hold a live stream telethon like asking for people to subscribe. So everyone came here almost manually, or virally through social media, but definitely nothing forced. So I think the hours watched per subscriber on this channel is pretty high. So I really disagree with the subscriber count, because the thing that results in monetization is is really the hours viewed, the video views and the time they're viewed, not the subscribers. So if you look at like their requirement for hours, I think is enough. 4,000 over the course of a year. That would definitely constitute a dead channel. And to give you an idea of that, let's see, I did the math on my channel, and over the course of the year, it's over 53,000 hours. So that eclipses the requirement. But yet, because I don't make the subscriber requirement, I won't be able to monetize this channel anymore. And that doesn't make sense because, you know, YouTube doesn't pay out per subscriber. It pays out based on like ad views and stuff. So that is the one portion I disagree with, and I'm hoping they change that. Because I mean, you could have a channel with low subscribers, but you know, you're gonna knock out the hours, and the hours are really what defines an active channel. Because yeah, 4,000, that's probably like a channel that's sitting there. I can't even imagine that. That's like 10, that would be something 10 times less, or even more than 10 times less than what I have. And that's the watch time too. That's not that's not the YouTube channel uploading like super long videos. That's actually people watching it too. So that's like engagement. That really should be the sole requirement. But anyway, that's all I have for now. You know, I didn't want to do a full channel update because it's going to be super long if I tack on like content covered and how, you know, all that stuff. So I'll just leave this general YouTube for now, and I think this will be helpful to other YouTube users. Okay, that's it for now. Good luck with your channels, and if anything updates, I'll definitely do another video. Anyway, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for watching. See you next time.